know, when people move into this community, once you're getting kind of accommodated to the community, people ask you, they ask people questions like, well, now where's your doctor? Where's the nearest hospital? You know, what's the emergency number? Who do I call for that? And then one of the questions is, well, who works on your car? Well, our next guests are people who have been working on cars here in the village for quite a while. We're joined by Bob Truitt and Craig Stoneman from Laguna Woods Auto and Auto Body. And gentlemen, welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Auto repair, Auto Body, both your companies, Bob, literally right across the street from each other.
Yeah, we're in the same parking lot, nice little center, actually.
Right. You started out by the auto repair area, and you actually went to, I guess, one of these tech schools to learn all the ins and outs of car repair?
Yes, actually, this April is going to be my celebration for 30 years of actually being master certified in the automotive industry.
You started at 10?
Well, thank you, yeah. 11, actually.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, so that's going to be a big celebration for us. It'll be spectacular.
Great. Well, you know, getting our car repaired is one thing mechanically, but unfortunately, every once in a while, whether it's somebody in the parking lot slams their door into us or somebody who slams their car into us, we do need the body repair part as well, and that's where your department comes in over there as you manage the body shop, Craig. You know, a lot of times people say, well, you know, I have to take it to the manufacturer's repair shop. If I have a XYZ car, I should go to XYZ dealership. I understand that's not necessarily the case.
That's correct. It's not the case. You can bring your automobile into repair to any shop that you want to. Hopefully it's us, Laguna Woods Auto Body, because there is the quality of a smaller boutique shop like ourselves is very, very high end. And we take care of it. We're a family-owned business. We really take good care of the customer, and we'll do a good job.
You know, Bob, sometimes if our car's been involved in an accident, what we see and what upsets us is the cosmetic, that dent or that scratch or whatever it might be. But sometimes underneath that is some mechanical stuff, and that's where the mechanical knowledge comes in as well.
Yes, absolutely. That's the hidden damage, and we're real keen on that. And you know, it's the difference between, you know, being a shop that focuses on quality. And
so you're not just going to fill it in with body filler and spray it and wax it so it looks good. You're going to take maybe that panel off and look underneath, see what needs to be repaired mechanically.
We're here for the long haul.
Yeah.
We're not.
What makes us extremely unique is to have not only the body shop, but also the auto repair shop.
Right.
Most body shops, they're strictly a body shop. So if they need extensive mechanical work, they have to put that car on a dolly or on a tow truck and take it to another shop to take care of it.
Right.
We can do it right in the same facility.
Right. Well, most of us that grew up driving in the 50s and 60s or maybe back in the 40s, cars had a frame and an engine and it drove the rear wheels. Cars today have a whole different way that are built. Most of the new cars are front wheel drive. So there's a lot of mechanical services and systems that weren't on cars that most of us learned to drive on. Most cars today have automatic transmissions and computers everywhere. Can those things be damaged in an accident? Again, cosmetically we see that, but the electrics can be damaged as well, right?
There's any time a vehicle's in an accident and it's running and there's damage to where the engine, let's just say the engine dies or shuts off. At that point when metal is being damaged.
Right.
Wires are getting pinched, a lot of times modules, computers, there's a lot of, that's that thing we talked about earlier, hidden damage.
Right.
A lot of times if we can't get the vehicle running during the inspection, there's a supplement. And after the repairs have been made visually and hidden, then we get the vehicle, we attempt to get it running.
Right, you get it across the street to the auto repair part and fix that part of it as well. You know, I know, Bob, that anytime you, even with cars that are a few years old, if you, for example, change the battery or do anything with the electrical system, a lot of the things that are run by electricity in that car,
keep memory.
All of a sudden, you know, you have to reset the radio buttons. A lot of the cars have presets for the seats and all that. I guess that all goes away if you lose power, right?
Right. We have devices specially made to maintain memory in vehicles like that. GPS systems, all the different modules, they have to keep their memory, and we do everything we can to keep that alive.
I understand you have actually a special device that you kind of perfected that actually you plug that into the car.
An in-house invention, so to speak. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
that's great, that's great.
We use it.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the bodywork there, Craig. You know, obviously, again, cars are made differently than they were. Jay Leno jokes about the fact that, you know, his 60 Buick, you could bounce it off a stone wall and the driver might be injured, but the car bounces back and the next guy drives it. Cars today are designed to crumple, right?
Correct, correct. Cars today, they're designed to save the occupant. I mean, they will have what they call a crush zone. So both the front and the back of the car, they're designed to crush. Where the old cars, Jay's cars, all steel. And you could hit a concrete wall, like you said, and the car would bounce off, but the poor occupants probably go through the windshield.
Forward momentum damage.
Yeah.
We also
yeah.
have airbags. You know, we've got complete airbag systems in cars today, both in the front, in the back, and the side windows now. So it's very sophisticated systems.
Right. So to repair some of those cars, again, you're dealing with the insurance company, and sometimes it gets to that point where they're saying, you know, this car may not be able to be repaired, and obviously that's an insurance issue. But as you said before, the insurance companies sometimes will make a recommendation. They really can't make you go someplace, right? That you as a consumer can pick where you take your car.
That's a good point. We want to be clear on that one too.
That's very good, because the state of California has got a law, like most states do, that you as a consumer, you can actually take your car to any auto repair shop that you want to. You cannot steer it. You know, insurance companies may try to steer you to their own preferred or contracted body shop. That's against the law.
We recommend Laguna Woods Auto Body.
Of course you do. Now, what about something that's not accident related? Say, you know, the grandkids are playing next to my car and they run their tricycle into it and scratch the door. My insurance company's not going to pay for that problem, but I want that scratch fixed. Can you do, shall we say, little stuff like that as well?
We can do all kinds of minor repair. We can do what they call paintless dent removal, and that's basically a procedure that if the dent is not too severe, there's a procedure where you can get behind the panel and push it out and polish it and buff it out. You'll never see that there was any sort of damage there before. We can also do small scratches. A lot of people may have key damage from parking lots, vandalism. We can take care of all that.
What if somebody has a car that they've had for a number of years, maybe 10 or 20 years, and they just love the car, or it may even have some intrinsic value as a so-called collectible? Can you do repaints on those as well?
We probably do 5 to 6 restorations a year on vehicles. You were in to see us a couple weeks ago.
Nice blue Volkswagen.
We got a blue Volkswagen we're doing right now. It's a vintage Volkswagen, and we took the body off the pan, completely disassembled the entire vehicle, took it down to the original sheet metal, and put a beautiful new blue paint job on it. So yes, we can do complete restorations.
That's great. Well, it depends on whatever the person needs then. Again, if it's that newer car and you're in a little fender bender, you need that fixed up, or a major accident. And of course, you work with the insurance company. And I know, Bob, we were over there a few months ago. You have a special laser system that actually helps align that car back to where it's supposed to be as far as the chassis.
Some of the latest technology, it's beautiful. So during the time of an accident, after the accident, we're able to have the vehicle on a frame machine using lasers to bring it back right to factory specs.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing.
You were telling me that as the repair department, you folks have a responsibility. If that car's ever in a second accident, it's going to get inspected by somebody, and they're going to say, did the first time it was in an accident, was the work done correctly? So you're very careful to redo that car back to the way it was built originally at the factory.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Factory specifications.
That's great. Well, whether it's that little scratch, whether you want your car, your classic repainted, or you're unfortunately in an accident, you can check it out over there. And Bob, for our folks that maybe have never been to Laguna Woods Auto Repair or Auto Body, from here in Laguna Woods, how do they get there?
We're right off of Avenue Carlotta, just west of Gate 6. So Carlotta and Ridge Route are our cross streets. And they call it Furniture Row.
Yes.
And right in between there is a street called Commerce Center Drive.
Okay.
So heading west on Carlotta just after passing through Ridge Route Drive,
Yes.
on the left,
Okay.
is Commerce Center Drive.
All right. And you follow it around, and literally, if you make the right turn and dead end,
Yeah.
it's your driveway.
That's our driveway. Yeah.
So on the left side, you'll find the car auto
Be
repair.
careful of the driveway. It's a
Very steep, yeah. Go slow, or you're going to have to. Well, we'll have to replace your suspension as well. But and then on the right side is the auto body. Craig, thank you for coming. Bob, thank you for coming as well. Good to have you both with us.
Rob, thank you very
And again, if you need whatever you need done to your car, whether it's routine maintenance or repaint that classic, whatever it might be, anything in between, you can do it over there at Laguna Woods Auto Body and Auto Repair as well. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Good to have you on the program today.
Thanks, Rob.
We'll be coming right back with more of what's happening around your busy Laguna Woods community after this brief timeout.